Hi, everyone. I apologize for my tardiness. This is season 1, episode 8, and it is essentially the season finale of, no, it's season 1, episode 8. Yeah. Season finale of Martha's Vineyard. So, Jason, Silas, Amir are in the kitchen with Jasmine. Jasmine and Silas are not talking. And Jasmine kind of leaves. And Amir asks if they're good, and Silas goes back to this routine and how we're off on the routine. Amir's like, look, you need to grow up. Like, I question what were Silas's previous relationships like? Because I feel like has been bamboozled. And I was all in with Jasmine. When I tell you that I was so up for Jasmine because I agree that I agree with Jasmine in regards to this whole the way Silas scolds her at her not having time to lay out his clothes and steam them, and like she has laid out her clothes and got them ready, and he scolds her for this. Like, are we 12? Are we, are you 5 and you're unable to pick out your clothes and put them on your body? Like, what world do we live in that you are going to have a huge hissy fit that she does not pick out your clothes and steams them for you? Like, if you were single, would you not be able to do this? Like, I understand that being married, you are able to lean on her for all these other things, but you sound ridiculous, yo. And then when she does have a conversation with, like, they get into this whole outfit, um, and they have a talk at the end of this, right? And well, no, she does talk to Jordan about it, and she tells him that she's talked to Jordan, and Jordan's like, well, I appreciate that she's sharing that her and her husband's relationship. And Jasmine tells him what, that she shared with Jordan about what's going on, and he's like, we should get therapy, and we should just, all we have to do is just get back onto the schedule and everything will be fine. And she's like, fine for you. So let me get this straight. So even if we're on vacation, you expect her to get up 100% of the time and always cook for you and always put out your clothes. Like, she is your constant maid. Like, you do, because he works. Now you are the doormat consistently. And the thing that's strange about this is she says that we had a conversation about our responsibilities together. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, we had a conversation about what my responsibility was going to be. And I said, oh, my bad. So I'm up here team Jasmine, girl, you need to think about this. And you expected to be treated this way. This is how you're treated because you don't make the money in this house. But see, here's the thing. He doesn't respect you because, and I said this almost in every video, that he doesn't respect you. He thinks you're beneath him and he treats you as such. And you know how this episode confirmed it because Jasmine Silas gets upset. They're getting into a fight because of the situation between Bria and Summer and all of that. And at the end, he's like, "Do you want me to tell you what you went wrong?" See, he doesn't want to have a conversation with you. He wants to be your parent. And so Jasmine's like, "No, I don't want to talk about it. Like, we're not having this conversation." And so because he he's upset that she doesn't want to talk about it. And and so therefore, and she does because she pushes back, she stands up for herself. Granted, she didn't have to use such language, but at this point, look, I'm not upset with it. And so Silas tells her that she's being disrespectful. Jasmine's like, "No, you're being disrespectful." And so then he decides to amp up and he's running around like the whole house can hear how you're being so disrespectful. This is not how you talk to a husband, and your life is going to change. Your whole life is going to change. You're not going to have any covering as a husband. And honestly, the thing is that she doesn't want to be parented, and you're trying to parent her completely. It's the most frustrating thing. Um, I am so sorry, y'all. Anyway, um, they do have Nick and Alex are doing this walkthrough for the house because they're having an event. So Alex misses the African American trail. They go on this African American trail, and I'm not trying to be elitist here, but I found it very annoying that just that there she's giving this whole tour about Black people on Martha's Vineyard, and she brings up Dorothy West, and they're like, the thing that none of them has heard of Dorothy West, and none of them has heard of The Wedding. It's actually a movie with Halle Berry in it, but it's a beautiful book. It was written during the Harlem Renaissance, and I was so freaking annoyed. And I'm not saying I know everything for sure, but I think I was more annoyed because these people try to portray them, not all of them, some of them portray themselves to be more cultured. And I'm like, you don't even know who Dorothy West is insanely popular, but to each his own. I read the book in high school. You should read it. Amir is just, I love that Amir is like this solid cooker around, and the event is Lux on the Buffs. Nick's girlfriend, Alex surprised him with Nick's girlfriend. Bria, messy, messy. This is why I don't like Bria at all. And she is a constant. Silas and Bria are my two absolutely dislike. Bria pulls is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go up," because Simon went in the pool and he left. And so Bria comes up, and you think that Bria was gonna go follow Simon, when in fact Bria um comes and sits and talks to Nick's girlfriend. And she's like, "Yeah, we didn't know about you until week 2. And Nick was in everybody else's DMs." And she's like, and he said that, "I want to be your wifey material," and all sort of stuff. Nick's girlfriend was shut it down. Like, even if she was bothered, she wasn't gonna let you know that she was bothered. And for that, I love her. I love that. Like it's I don't know you enough for me to show you how bothered I would be. Who are you? Because what you're trying to do is blow up my spot. And for that, I respect her on that because they don't know each other. Um, and sorry, I'm still waiting on. Anyway, so wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, because Bria was trying to be messy. Bria wasn't trying to be a friend. Well, I would want to know. You were not trying to be a friend. This was not friend thing. This was messy. Alex and Summer insinuate that they're gonna hook up. Maybe like a relationship can brew from this, which I love. Amir and Jordan are like we're the bestest of friends. Except I really think the way that she looks at him sometimes is very flirty. So I don't know. Anyway, Bria and Simon are arguing, and their argument is stupid. And this is why nobody should be drinking. If you're gonna be drinking and arguing over you and honestly, Simon has more of a legitimate concern than Bria. Bria talks to people like she's beneath them. I don't like how I don't like Bria. She's messy. She's an instigator. She and then she cries when people respond back to her. She's no. Anyway, so she's upset with Summer because Summer is talking to Simon to kind of cool him down. Summer's like, I have this horrible habit of interfering with people's relationships. Well, at least she knows. Um, and so she goes into Summer's room and she's trying to talk, and Bria gets into her face and Summer touches her. At first, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, Bria touches Summer. But then I rewound it and I was like, you're right. Summer does reach out and touch her. I don't like Bria. And so then Bria's crying and over dramatic. Why does everyone wants to keep touching me in the house? Because see, this is the thing that's like, so she has the audacity to be like, me and Simon are over. Okay. And not only are we over, but we're broken up and Simon sleeps downstairs and on the couch and he needs to leave. And it's like, how can you say that Simon needs to leave? Like, what are we doing here? I was so annoyed by her. It's trash. Thank you. Both of them are trash. Thank you. Um, sorry about that. Okay, I'm done with that. So the thing that I do like is Bria and Summer do talk and they do work through it and they love each other and all is bah humbug. Bria does talk to Simon and they get back together. I don't even like how they get back together. I'm like, dude, you could do better. How you gonna have me? I wouldn't even force Simon to be in the house. And now you got me being like, keep Simon, ditch Bria. Girl, it's amazing how things have changed. Jason and Jasmine, they're talking and essentially they're like, yeah, Jasmine and Silas are not on a good foot. And I mean, I think it's kind of cool to see. I do think this deserves another season for sure, even though there's some people that I would definitely not want back. I don't want Maria back. I do want Silas back because I'm curious to see how things work out with Silas and Jasmine. I'm gonna let you know, Jasmine, that if there's no significant change and he is still this way next year, I'm not gonna care about your plight. I'm over it. You signed up for this. You knew what it was. And you think that your friends want to be in a relationship like you? Girl, please. You make marriage look like a horrible, sad, pathetic experience. Just keep it real. That being said, I'm done. Um, like I said, I do think that they should come back. I'm even cool with coming back with new people. I think it's really interesting because you come back and there's like nobody who's in relationships, which I think is kind of interesting. By the way, I am going to do Love and Marriage DC. No, 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 I don't like Love and Marriage DC. Love and Marriage Detroit. I haven't watched it, but I am going to do it. And I guess people have not been watching um Martha's Vineyard because I was getting a considerable number of views and now I'm down to like single digits. So I don't know. With that being said, have a great rest of your day.